What up, world? We back with another episode of the No Pressure Podcast, man. Feels good to be back. Got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Got my two brothers with me, man. My guys, man. A1 since day one. My co-host Teej Fiasco. Special guest, Jesus, Jay Hunt, my dog, my brother. Talk to us, man. Yeah, y'all talk to us, man. Just kind of give us a better feel for what we got going on.
Jay, man, welcome, my brother. Welcome back. Booby was good. Ain't too much for me to say, man. Jay, how you doing, bro? Welcome back. How's it feel?
Man, to be honest, it feels good, man. I'm potting with two of my favorite people in the world, my brothers, my closest brothers. So it's always a good time. Last time I was on here, I looked a little different. So it feels good to have a fresh cut, a new me. I'm back though, baby. Let's pod.
I like it. I like it. I like it. My man done cleaned up real nice, man. Tell the viewers, man, what all went to the decision to, cut the dreads. What all went into that.
Shoot, to be honest, bro, I was in between. So I had two strand twists. I was in between deciding if I wanted to get dreads or if I wanted to cut it. And the biggest factor was like I was just tired of like getting my hair styled, like going to a hairstylist. I was ready to brush and go, bro. It ain't nothing like getting out the shower or like you got somewhere to be and you just brush your hair and get up out the crib, bro. So that was a big deciding factor. And then my lady, bro, she low key, she ain't called me ugly, but she was saying like she preferred the low cut, so it definitely played a factor into it too.
Hey man, you my
A
dog, my
woman go
brother,
influence
man.
a man to do damn near anything.
Not a fact. Let her tell it. She'll be like, I never said that, but we know she said it without saying it, so we here.
That's love though, man. That's love. That's love. Well, shit, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Like the big thing, the big story. Game 7, Western Conference Finals, man. Hell of a game, high level game, one for the ages. Definitely a classic. Spurs winning the OKC, won Game 7. Um, it's a big time game, bro. Like I said, if you were a hoop head, if you were an NBA fan, bro, you would have definitely appreciated that game. No matter if you was an OKC fan, no matter if you was a Spurs fan, if you didn't have a dog in the fight, if you just wanted to see a good game, man, I think you definitely got an opportunity to see a high level game for sure. So let's go ahead and break that down, man. I want to come at it from two different angles, though. Like I want to come at it from the angle of like what the Spurs did to win the game, and then obviously what OKC could have did better and to put themselves in position to win. So, shit, Teej, you can start off first.
Heartbroken, bro. Heartbroken. But now, what you said for real though, bro. Like it was a great game. Spurs just in every game in the series, it felt like Spurs just came out strong, bro. Dominated the first quarter, and really never looked back. So every time we went on a run to kind of close the gap, it got to a point to where all right, now the Spurs it's their turn again, man. Y'all know how basketball go, but all in all, I think Shea had his best game. I was disappointed in Chet's performance in Game 7 specifically. I felt like once he got dunked on, like that was just it was over for it. He kind of just disappeared. Like to only have 4 points and what two? I don't know, just unheard of numbers, bro. Just lacked aggression. Not even about the making or the missing. Just like you're obviously not being aggressive with your touches. Was disappointing. It was unfortunate to not have Jay, Will, and AJ. Our role players just didn't show up as well as they have in the past because someone I can't remember who said someone had brought up Shea ain't had no help. I was like, well, Shea had a lot of help this series. In my opinion, I feel like as a team we played well overall. Role players stepped up in different games. Cason Wallace stepped up late in the fourth quarter of Game 7 as well. But Stephon Castle, Wemby, Champagny, Vessel, bro, them boys turned, man. They turned, bro. Like they really locked in, and to have like a true alien on your team who is just a threat just by being on the court defensively, doesn't have to do anything. Just he's going to have guys second guessing. Then the execution of everything, bro. They hit big shots, timely threes. Dylan Harper hit a timely 3 in the fourth quarter, bro. It was just like full team effort, bro. De'Aaron Fox, I think, had 3 threes. His best shooting performance of the series. So Spurs they had to be better than us one more game, and they came and showed out, bro. We ain't have enough. Simple as that.
Jay, what was your thoughts?
I would second that. For me, looking at the series, game one, I feel like the Spurs, they had a chip on their shoulder watching the Shea ceremony, or Wemby specifically watching Shea's MVP ceremony. They came out with a lot of energy. But then throughout the series, to Teej's point, I feel like they would get leads and then lose them quickly. Like something OKC did well during the series was make adjustments. They were able to make adjustments. They were able to make runs and kind of show that championship pedigree to regain home court. Each team won on the other team's home court in the first 4 games. And then OKC defended home court to take the lead. So, Spurs did what they needed to do game 6 to win it back, and anything can happen in the game 7 series. But I think the biggest thing for me was in game 7, to Teach's point, Spurs got that lead and they made the adjustments to hold the lead. Like, I think they were able to learn from the games prior in the series when getting a lead, how to hold a lead. And I think that showed maturity for a team that is much younger. But in general, the other guys stepped up. That was something that, like, the Spurs team is well balanced. So they hit timely threes, especially in the latter half of the series in game 7 specifically. Like, they were a well-rounded team. It doesn't take Wemby to score 40 for them to be dangerous and for them to win. And then also for OKC side, I feel like Shea didn't have the best series, but in game 7, he showed up as an MVP. However, he didn't have the support that he had the entire series show up in game 7. And I think the most glaring thing was Chet. Like you said, he got dunked on probably in the first couple minutes of the game.
Raps.
And to have the outing that he did, he only shot 2 shots or had 2 field goal attempts, if I'm not mistaken, and just disappeared. And it wasn't only game 7. I feel like game 5 and 6, he kind of did the same thing where he was just running to the corner. They kind of had him out of the action. It seemed like Wemby took his heart a long time ago, but specifically game 7 when he got dunked on, he would just take it out of the game. And for somebody like that, I feel like he needs to take the same approach that Wemby has. Like, you don't have to score 20 or 25 if you Chet, but you got to be a defensive like presence. You got to affect the game in a different way. And I feel like to have Jay Will out, and then AJ Mitchell out as well, and then Chet being your second best player, and he show up like that, you're gonna lose that game 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
If Jalen Williams played, does OKC win?
No, I think Jalen Williams was cooked this series. Like, I think like game 6, he played maybe like 7-8 minutes and couldn't. I just think he couldn't go, bro. So like when they announced he wasn't playing, I was happy about that. It's just unfortunate that he wasn't healthy, but happy in the sense of just like he obviously can't go, and he was trying to force it, and I think he just came to the conclusion like, bro, I can't do this shit. So if he would have played, I don't think it would have made a difference. I think the Spurs would have still did what they did, bro. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think it's context, bro. Like if we have a healthy Jalen Williams, different story. But like this Jalen Williams that we've gotten throughout the entirety of this year, a hobbled Jalen Williams, I don't feel like he makes that much of a difference in the game the way that it was played yesterday.
Yeah, I know we done talked about on the pod before, but man, injuries. Like it's robbed us from really watching really good basketball. Obviously the Lakers not having Luka, OKC not having Jalen Williams. Like the list goes on and on. Tatum was hurt for Game 7 against the Sixers. Like these injuries, man, it's a part of the game, obviously, but as a fan, I feel like we've been robbed for sure. Just of a lot of really good basketball and a lot of really good matchups. I want to criticize myself really Um, I was arguing with Dez before this, not before the season. I don't know, maybe halfway through the season, me and him arguing about the Spurs. And I'm saying, man, the Spurs, they young, they're not battle tested. They ain't really been through them wars. Like, I don't really see them as a championship contender. And we going back and forth about that, and I'm asking him, I mean, who do they even have? Like, who is good on their team? And he mentioned one of the first names he mentioned was Champagne. And I laughed at him like, come on, bro. Like he got waived by the Sixers. Like the Sixers didn't even want him. Like it ain't no way you gonna sit here and talk about a championship team, and he's one of the first guys you mentioned outside of Wemby. I owe Dez an apology, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Champagne. His last name is Champagne. Am I pronouncing it right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Close enough.
Yeah, I think you're right, bro.
He is a hooper. Like he is a hooper, like through and through. He's a guy that can knock down shots. He's not scared of the moment. He's a big time shooter. He made 6 threes in the game 7. He defends at a high level. He competes. He rebounds. And like I said, man, he's a guy who got waived by the Sixers. And for him to find a home in San Antonio and really make his presence felt in that game 7, man, that's big time, man. I was super impressed with him. Obviously, Dylan Harper, him being a rookie, going out there and competing at a high level. I really thought he was going to struggle. Him not seeing a game 7 like that, probably the biggest game of his life, him being young, him not really experiencing anything like that ever in his life. For him to go out there and play how he played, that was super impressive. I'm really high on Stephon Castle. We've mentioned his name like several times on this pod. He always competes. A lot of people was getting on him about his turnovers, but he competed at a very high level, guarding Shea the way he guarded him. I don't think he gets enough credit. Even like I said, he turned the ball over a lot, but he's young. That's gonna happen. But for him to compete on the defensive end the way he competed, that's special. That shows signs of a great player in this league for sure. I've been critical of the Spurs because my lack of just watching them in a regular season. I always felt like Wemby doesn't get the ball enough. He don't get the ball enough. He don't y'all got to give him the ball. He the biggest player. He the best player. Might be the best player we ever seen. Like why is he not getting the ball? But like in that game 7, it showed me like they got hoopers outside of Wemby. It's not just a Wemby show. They got guys that can really go out there and compete and play at a high level and really make their presence felt outside of just Wemby. So that team is not just the Wemby show. They got a lot of guys on that team that can really play. De'Aaron Fox, like TJ, like you said, De'Aaron Fox had a really big game after kind of being subpar throughout the series. So definitely got to tip your hat to him. But I was really impressed with the Spurs, man. That Luke Kornet block, we haven't got to it yet, but I know we're going to get to it. Bro,
Pivotal.
That was a big time play. That was a game-changing play, bro.
Kill all momentum that OKC was building up, bro.
After the turnover, too. Right after the turnover.
Yes, bro.
Pin that shit, bro. And, like, clean pin.
Clean, clean. Like, you couldn't even argue it. You couldn't even argue it was a foul. It was so clean.
Shades of blocked by James in the finals, bro. It's the same vibes, bro, because that was literally, to your point, Miles, perfect segue. That was the end. That was the end. That was all she wrote. It was curtains at that point.
Yeah.
Right? We never bounced back from that.
To be honest, I feel like that's a perfect depiction of follow the leader. Like that's the type of energy that Wemby brings to the game. Like defensive presence, even after a turnover, hustle back. Like the play not over. Like you can make an impact. It's ultra exactly. So I think it comes full circle. The Spurs as an organization, amazing. Young coach that's learning, but he obviously has Pop in his corner.
Is this his first year? This is his first year, right?
I think this is second year.
I thought it was
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think this is second year. But again, just overall, like that's what championship teams are made of. Like you got to have multiple components that all work together simultaneously. But that play specifically, like Luke Kornet is nobody special, but he's following like the energy that is brought by Wemby at least from a defensive end, from the defensive end, and it made a big impact on the game.
Yeah, facts. Like even that play, like early in the series, I was critical of Spurs. Like, bro, y'all not playing. Wemby need to be playing the whole game. He need to play the whole game. He young. He good. Like, let him rock. He needs to play. Every time Wemby go out the game, OKC make a run. Something
Yeah,
bad happened for the Spurs. OKC start to get comfortable. They start to make shots. They start getting to the rim. They start dunking. None of that happens when Wemby's on the floor.
facts.
It's game 7, fourth quarter. They put Luke Kornet in. I'm like, oh no. Oh my goodness. But lo and behold, man, he gave really, really good minutes, man. For any young hooper complaining about playing time, complaining about not getting on the floor, you just saw Luke Kornet, game 7, fourth quarter.
Play of the playoffs for that team.
Absolutely.
That one block is the play of the playoffs so far for the Spurs.
Absolutely. He only played in that fourth quarter. He only played like 3 or 4 possessions. But he was all out for those 3 or 4 possessions, bro. Like, he gave it everything he had for them 3 or 4 possessions. That's all he got before Wemby got back in that game.
That's all you need.
But he was full steam ahead. I'm gonna play my heart out for these 3-4 possessions that I got. Then I'm gonna come back here and sit on the bench
and cheer my teammates on.
Yep.
You feel
me? Be a star in your role, bro. Draymond Green said that joint during the run. Like, everybody is not gonna be the number 1 or 2 guy. Everybody not gonna get 20 shots a game. Like, you come in order to win a championship, you got to be a star in your role, whatever that is, whatever your coach requires, whatever your team requires. Like, as long as you are a star in your role, you can make an impact, man.
That's all that matter.
That's all that matter.
Big facts. Now, that's real. That's real, man. Like, any young hooper, man, just watching them couple possessions that Luke Kornet played, how hard he played, how he was relentless, gave it everything he had. Just super cool, man. Super cool moment for him, man. Everybody was saying, man, that one block was worth the $40 million contract he got.
Bruh. Worth it. Worth every penny. But, bro, like, you brought up something when you it had me thinking about something else that OKC didn't do, bro. Like, when Wemby came back in the game with his 5th foul late in that midway through that fourth quarter, like, we did not attack him at all, like, trying to get him out of the game. And I just didn't, like, bro, if you got an opportunity to foul him out, it can change the whole dynamic of everything. And even if we got to make a super late game run, Wemby's not, to your point, you made Miles earlier, but he's not at the rim. So, like, we're not thinking twice about getting to the rim or whatever the case may be. He just has motherfuckers thinking twice. And once he had his 5th foul, they took him out. That's when we got to look to attack. When he gets back in, we're hunting him. We need that. Like, it's not forcing, but if you get an advantage and feel like you can draw that foul, go ahead and do that. But again, I don't know, bro. Just Spurs, man, they dominated. So, what's y'all predictions for the finals?
Hey, hold on. Before we get to the finals, T.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
But before we get to the finals, as an OKC fan, I wanna bring it up or talk to you about all the allegations of flopping and, like, Shea specifically playing that way, but then it, like, going and spreading to, like, the way that the team is playing. I just wanted to get your take on it from, like, what you've witnessed, throughout, I would say, the playoffs more specifically. But what was your take on, like, Shea's style of play, and how do you feel like, if you feel like at all, that affected the team?
So something you said earlier is like to follow the leader. With the Spurs, same thing. I think that's something that Shea got away with a lot when it was complained about or brought to more light in the playoffs. It kind of got to a point to where it's frustrating because, all right, now you're not getting these calls that you typically get. So adjust maybe by not falling or being or exaggerating these movements. Because again, something I'm very critical of, like I said, as a coach, is like when players don't get back on defense, whether it's after they turn the ball over, or after a bad shot, or falling unnecessarily. To Shea's point, so it was just frustrating. And then, like I said, the team dynamic of it, again, just following the leader, bro. So if, like, Shea's done, we're gonna try to get the refs to call the game in our favor. And I think that's something that was, I don't want to say an acquired skill amongst the team, but like it was working or it worked in the regular season. and it may got away with it in some games in the playoffs, but once it became constant, and then the microscope got smaller because it's less teams, so it's more eyes on it. It's like, all right, we're not going to, because then it got to a point to where like, all right, we're not, Shay, you're not getting these calls, so stop doing it. Stop doing it. You got to adjust. So it's kind of, every referee is different. You can get away with some, you can exaggerate a little bit more. But I think the refs did a good job of just kind of, especially late in game 6, game 7, game 5, game 6, game 7, is just pretty much letting the guys play. Like, not even like minimal bullshit, not getting swayed by exaggerated movements, just being clean. My question has always been posed, like, who do we get mad at, the refs or the players? But as a fan, it was just frustrating, bro. Like, and I think segue back to Chet, like, it's soft in a sense, bro. Like, when it gets physical and you ain't getting them calls, but you just disappears. Like, so you relying on that. Shea had a beautiful game 7. No exaggerated movement. This beautiful game mid range. It was just, I'm like, bro, you're fully capable of doing this anytime, but it's beautiful. It was beautiful to watch. But when he's falling like possession after possession after possession, it's just like, bro, get your ass up. Like, you probably messing up your own shot trying to draw the foul. You're fully capable of knocking down the shot without the foul. You've done it several times. Like, you're a great free throw shooter, but you're also an efficient scorer. Shot 50% from the field. First guard to do that since Jordan, bro. So, like, what are we talking about, bro? You can score. So it was just, I don't know, bro. Again, just, I guess, trying to get the whistle. And I don't know. Spurs just had motherfuckers thinking twice as a whole, bro. Follow the leader. Shout out to Wemby.
Facts. I want to, before we move on, I want to give a little bit of praise to Cason Wallace. Like, I think he had a really good series. I think he made himself a lot of money this series.
Lou Dort's expendable. Because of Cason Wallace.
Nah, facts. They was talking about that on first 520 this morning, saying Lou Dort about to be a Laker.
I saw that.
But Cason Wallace, man, like, especially in that game 7, he made a lot of big time shots to keep OKC in the game. And like I feel like he's not scared of the moment. He's not scared of the moment. Like, it was a couple times where if he doesn't hit this catch and shoot 3, all right, we can go ahead and stick a fork on OKC. They done. But he knock it down, no problem. His defensive prowess this whole entire series was just spectacular. Like, he was bothering the ball. He's disrupting the offense. He's causing turnovers. He's getting deflections. He is a really, really good player. And I think he showed it. He showed it, especially in that game 7 for sure. So even though OKC lost, I thought he won from an individual standpoint, with his how he competed, or the level in which he competed to go along with some of the shots he made. For sure. And then one more thing before we move on. I know a lot of people are critical of Chet right now, and for a good reason. And I think Austin Rivers said it best on his pod today. He's going up against like a really, really good player, man. And like, at the end of the day, he definitely did like look a little scared. He definitely did like not look himself. But we ain't got to talk about, we need to get him out of here. We need to trade him. Chet is still a really good player. He still brings a lot to the table. He's still a mobile 7-footer who can knock down threes, who can protect the rim. Hopefully he shake back. Hopefully he get better. Hopefully this is a learning lesson for him.
So get in that weight room.
So he can
get that dog. Find something. Yeah, find something. Like you said, bro, like, anybody talking crazy about trading, like, that's just that prisoner of the moment shit, bro. Like, come on. He had a bad moment on the biggest stage. But now you get better. Like, for the foreseeable future,
let's learn
the predictions. The prediction for the foreseeable future, we could be seeing the Spurs and OKC. I'm not going to necessarily say in the Western Conference Finals, but we can match up with them a lot going for years to come. And Wemby ain't going nowhere. And Chet, I want to believe that, you got humble. You're not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You had your moment last year, got the ring, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Wemby been hunting you for a while now. But Chet, bro, he has to get more physical. He has to put some weight on him, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I think, again, it's just like, to your point, it got to be a learning experience. All right, now I got a lot. I'm in the lab. I'm in the lab. I'm in the weight room. I'm focused on my ability. I'm focusing on my first step, my quickness, my post game, and all sorts of shit, bro. Because you and Wemby, you can be Wemby. You could be just as good as Wemby, bro. You could be.
That's what you're supposed to be.
That's what you're supposed to be, bro. I mean, what you was number 2 overall pick. We got paid last year. Now,
Yeah.
like you said, you lost to a great player. So again, it's great player, great team. Nothing. Be upset at yourself, but what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Just let's lock in. Anybody that's talking about he can go, they y'all tripping, bro. Like, come on,
Yeah.
nigga. Hey, bro had a bad game, bro. Bro had a bad game. Maybe not, and maybe not his best series, but get better, bro. Get better. Just
Y'all
like work
literally
hard.
just won a championship with this squad, bro. Like
We just went to Game 7 with probably
yeah,
I don't know,
what a
maybe the
great
favorite to
team.
win this shit, but so it's just like again,
Right.
it's not bro. We lost a Game 7. Chet, you didn't play well. You lost your matchup. Get better, bro. I mean, like you said, it's still wimpy, but let's work. Let's get better, bro. Let's get better.
I think this series, like, it speaks to Chet as of right now, but we can't be prisoner of the moment. Like, I think what happens after this, next season, Chet, like,
Yeah,
use this as motivation, use this as fuel to get better. Everything you just mentioned, Teej, like, this is where I'm now judging Chet on what type of player you are, because this
his
can make or
character, hell
break your
yeah,
career. Yeah, like,
yeah.
are you going to step up to the challenge? Are you going to use that defeat to make you a better player, or are you just going to succumb to this is Wemby's time? Is Wemby like he better than me? Like he gonna
What am I
ditch me
supposed to
every?
do?
Yeah, like it. This is gonna really show who you are. You got a chance at redemption, so like take advantage of it.
Yeah, facts. And the thing about Chet too, he got a lot of room to grow. Like I feel like he got a lot of areas that
Yeah,
he can actually really get better in. Like we have not seen the finished product of Chet at all. Like if he reaches his full potential, if he reaches his max peak, like Super Saiyan 3, like he is like gonna
yeah.
be dangerous for real.
No,
But
that's
coach,
real.
to your point, and same thing, because I had them thoughts about and watching Wemby as much as I have in this past series. Like, there's a lot of stuff offensively that Wemby can work on. Like, we ain't seen and like if once Wemby develops like an efficient post game on some Dirk type shit, bro. Like when looking for post touches, because I feel like he don't get a lot of post touches. A lot of his offense is I'm getting to the rim 2 steps, I might miss, get the board, go back up. Just being tall, tip in, shit like that. Occasional catch and shoot threes. But once he starts like running the offense through Wemby, like it can get really wicked, bro. So to your point, Chet and Wemby's gonna keep leveling up, and my expectations is for Chet to keep leveling up, bro. And just it's gonna be a battle. I hope that we see for years to come. It'll be good for the league.
Yeah,
Facts. Facts. So moving forward in the whole pod, man, let's go ahead and give predictions, bro. Let's give predictions for this final series, man. We got OKC on one side. Excuse me, we got the Spurs on one side. We have the Knicks on the other side.
Yeah.
Should be a really fun matchup.
yeah.
I feel like who won the season series? I
I
think
think
the
they
Knicks
split
did.
1-1.
Oh, it was 1-1.
Yeah, Brunson had 61, but the Spurs won that game in overtime. Wemby had 42.
Bro,
That's
what?
crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Bro, 61
bro.
is insane.
Yeah, which is like, I mean, I think a lot of the ways that the Spurs, and it's early, but the Spurs regarding Shea, I think Jalen Brunson maybe will be a little bit more effective. However, this Spurs team can be motivated. I think Quinn had brought up a good point. Like, are they as motivated to beat this Knicks team as they were to beat OKC? Because if it comes to like the veteran experience and even like little things like the chemistry, the championship chemistry that Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart have, does that factor in? Because like the Spurs are young. I think about that OKC team, one of my favorite teams of all time. When we went to the finals, where we were a young team, young and turned, beating good teams, beat the Spurs, beat the Mavs, beat some good teams on our road to the Miami Heat, the eventual champs. But we lost 4-1, and I credit that to inexperienced youth, and y'all. It ain't y'all time yet. And
Yeah.
could that be the same fate for the Spurs? I don't know. They could turn things around. I mean, OKC was a young team that won it last year, but still had some solid vets around them, like the Alex Caruso's and whatnot. But I don't know, bro. My heart wants the Knicks to win so bad, bro. I swear I do. Because I'm just bitter. But it's hard for me to bet against the Spurs right now, simply because of Wemby, bro. But I think the Knicks got enough, bro. They got enough. I really think they got enough, bro.
What scares me right now is like the Knicks are rolling. Like
They hot as hell.
they are
Facts.
they are
They're beating
like,
the shit out of teams.
yeah, they rolling through everybody. Now the Spurs, I think them being battle tested by OKC, I think that's going to benefit them for sure because
Agreed.
that OKC team is a really, really good team. For you to beat them in a 7-game series, that speaks volumes.
On the road, hell yeah.
On the road, yeah, facts. So that speaks volumes. But at the same time, like, the Knicks are on fire right now, bro. Like you said, Teej, they beating the shit out of teams. They're playing well. They knocking down shots. They shooting the ball at a high percentage from behind the arc. Cat's playing well. Jalen Brunson's playing well. They got wing defenders. You know, Jeezy came on the pod last time and really broke it down for us. But, I mean, a lot of things that he was saying, I mean, I definitely would say that I would agree with it. So it's gonna be an entertaining series for sure. I'm hoping it goes 7.
Who got home court advantage? Is it the Spurs?
The Spurs, yeah.
Okay.
Man, I would say looking at New York, everything that y'all said, man, they rolling. They look like a damn good team. And what they got on their side is momentum and rest. Like they are coming in with a team that is healthy. I'm not exactly sure where OG is right now, but if he's good, then they're coming in as a fully healthy squad. And then Mitchell Robinson, which I'll get to him in a little bit. So I guess not fully healthy, but mostly healthy. That plays a big part. Hey, baby. Sorry, I had to say, hey, my baby. But yeah, they coming in with momentum on their side, and that plays a huge role in what they can do continuing to move forward. Roll while you hot. The Spurs, to your point though, Teej, being battle tested with this series they just went through with OKC, like I don't think that the Knicks have faced that caliber. Well, I know they haven't faced that caliber of defense yet in the playoffs. So I think like if they get punched in the mouth, which it looked like they got punched in the mouth in the first series with Atlanta, especially when Atlanta went up 2-1, and then they responded really well. The other two series, like there was maybe a game or like momentum shifts in a game where the other team was doing well, but then the Knicks came back and then fully took momentum of the series. So I just think that the Spurs are going to be a different level of test compared to what they've experienced so far. And that may be, again, depending on how they get hit in the mouth, if the Knicks can respond the same way that they have in prior series. They definitely got a good chance. My heart is telling me that the Knicks have a damn good shot to win the NBA Finals, man. Just based off of momentum and the way that they playing right now. I said this in the Atlanta series, like if they're not Jalen Brunson centric to where he's playing the same way that Shea has played for OKC, they have enough talent on that team to spread the ball around.
Yep.
Since they've been running the offense through Cat, completely different Knicks team to where JB can still get off. He can still get his.
Especially in closing time.
Especially, and that's what you're getting paid for. That's why you're the alpha dog, but you don't have to be that quarter 1 through 4. Like allow Cat to feel like he's putting his imprint in on the game, and he's going to make a big impact, which he's shown. But if Cat is not a focal point of the offense or just in the game in general, and you take him away and it's solely relying on Jalen Brunson, or you don't allow those other good pieces to make an impact, the Mikal Bridges of the world or OG, or even the bench players, like they got a good bench to where those players can come in. And that's something that we've gotten on the Knicks about over the last couple of years. Tibbs didn't use their bench.
Nope.
He just ran their starters into the ground, whereas now Mike Brown's coming in and using 8 or 9 guys religiously every game. So the starters are fresh, and then the bench players are actually being stars in their roles. And that's why the Knicks are rolling.
Yep.
So is Mike Brown a better coach than Thibs? Because I really respect Thibs. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I
Different.
just think Mike Brown
Different.
just a
Different. I like that.
different
Yeah,
style,
yeah.
different personality.
Yeah.
You know, gonna shoot it to you straight. Not saying Tibbs, no, because I done heard stories about Tibbs as well. But I think Mike Brown they needed something different, bro. They just needed some different energy, and I mean,
That's it.
Mike Brown was that.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I mean, bro, we get so caught up in prison of the moment, dog. It wasn't too long ago where niggas was questioning whether or not Mike Brown was the right hire, if he was going to get
Facts.
fired after
Facts.
the Atlanta series.
Big
Like,
facts.
Forgetting about what he did, you know, in Sacramento
yeah,
with that Kings team, he for that short amount of time changed
yeah,
that franchise
he
around, and he's
did.
gone. And then what the hell they doing now? What the
Yeah.
hell they doing now?
Yeah. So
Mike
it's,
Brown has been successful damn near he's won championships in Golden
yeah,
State. He's got Cleveland to the finals. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like he's gotten the Kings to a game 7 against the Warriors, who won the championship that year. So, like he know what he's doing, and I think
yeah,
he just gets the best out of it. He knows how to get the best out of his team.
for sure. Yeah. He proven for sure. Um, let me say the last thing, Miles, for the finals, and then I'll
Go
let you
ahead. Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I didn't say this in the group chat, but I'm gonna let the world know. I want Spurs in 6 so that Bron can go to New York, baby. Bron gonna be a Knick next year. Let's get it. Let's
Bron
get
to
it.
the Knicks. That would be
Bron to
box
the
office.
Knicks. So that Bron can win a championship for New York. That's what I want. We cooking it up right now.
Bron to the Knicks.
Hey, it's on wax. We gonna see.
Fact,
Bron said he ain't taking no pay cut.
we'll work it out. You know, we work it. It's New York. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
I want Bron to go back to the Cavs, bro. Keep it hot.
Mm,
That's
No.
nasty.
that's nasty. That's
Somebody,
nasty.
somebody on the, I forgot who I was talking to, bro. That they said they want Bron to go to Golden State, and they want KD to go to Golden State, and they want Steph, Bron, and KD to win a ring.
That's OD.
I'm not
That's-
mad at that. I'm not mad
Hey,
at that.
that's a bunch of old niggas, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't betting against it.
Nah, but they some
I
Steph can
ain't betting
shoot,
against it.
KD can shoot, Bron
Yeah.
go facilitate his ass off, and
Facts.
man. But now I would love to see if Bron could go anywhere, bro. I would love to see Bron paired up with Anthony Edwards, bro. I
That'd be
want to see
fire.
that in Minnesota. I
That'd be
want to see
fire.
that. Bro.
Bron ain't going to Minnesota, bro.
I know, bro.
I done talked to OG. He ain't going to Minnesota, bro.
I think bro go just end up in LA again, man. Get his tour.
Yeah.
Call it whatever team get him, though, bro. Them ticket prices gonna be crazy because I do think next year's his last year.
You think so?
Yeah,
Hey.
I mean,
What about this? What about Bron to Denver?
Nah, I don't like that.
Why you don't like that?
I think Bron would love to play with Jokic, bro, and Jamal Murray.
I think he would love it, but I don't know if Joker going for that.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, well, I don't know, bro. I don't get
he
what's
probably
what's
not
the
even,
cons?
he probably don't care that much, but I don't know.
I think the
I don't like that duo. I don't like that tandem.
I think the only the only lapse for Bron going to Denver would be defense. Like that's not something that he's coming to the team and bringing. Yeah, I mean he's a great team. He's a good team defender. Let me not say great, but he's a good team defender to be 40 plus years old. But I just think, I mean, he showed this year like I can plug and play. Like
Yeah.
I'm at that point in my career to where I can do that, and he wants to play on a championship team. I still feel like Denver has a championship roster. They just been falling short in the playoffs again, going and playing the Timberwolves for whatever reason. The Timberwolves got their number, but I feel like Bron is the caliber of player, especially in the playoffs, to where he takes a little bit of that load off of Jokic, to where he can facilitate, he can kind of dictate flow of the game, and I think that can help them get further than what they've been getting over the last couple of years. That's why I threw Denver out there.
Bro, I feel like the Lakers gonna try to keep Ron and try to make a play for Kawhi.
I don't know how much I'm liking Kawhi right now, for real.
So what you do with
Kawhi just
Austin
had a good
Reeves?
season, coach. Kawhi just had a good season.
Healthy too.
I'm not-
He
yeah,
was
I
pretty
ain't-
healthy too.
What?
I ain't
And
saying. I
I
ain't
think he was
saying.
second team All NBA. And I mean, because once they traded Harden, Kawhi got him going, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I ain't saying Kawhi ain't nice. Kawhi still nice, but he just not. He just can't be. He can't be trusted. He just can't be trusted at this point.
I
Yeah,
feel that.
but the Lakers, if it depends on how the Lakers looking at it. If the Lakers in win now mode, then you probably gonna roll that dice because it's probably your last year with Braun. So
What you do with Austin Reeves though, T? You don't keep Austin Reeves if you bring Kawhi to the team, do you?
I might be trying to win now, bro, for real. I got Luka in the long run, so we can build around Luka. It's my opinion. I think you get a better defender in Kawhi and someone who has an ability to give you 25, 26 a game, championship player.
So you get off Austin?
If you're trying to, yeah, I personally would. If I'm trying to win
Yeah.
right now, I don't mind on some Spurs. I mean, the Raptors trading DeRozan for Kawhi for a 1-year deal. Rolling the dice,
facts.
and I feel like, Brian. I think Brian would be in support of that. I would think Kawhi would do everything in his power to be healthy. You know what I'm saying, and gonna give it everything he got, just like he did, because his years are coming to an end. So it might be on some like, hey, well, let's one last round. And we still got Luka. Luka, the young one that's he could take over in the fourth quarter. We ain't even got to do too much. We might have to strap up in the fourth quarter, or again, I might have to play, make, facilitate, use my IQ from a Braun standpoint. I think the Lakers should try to make a play for Claude, bro. Go ahead and get rid of Austin Reeves because you still got Luka for the future. So you got one of the best players in the league by far to build around. LA is an attractive market, so I mean, I feel like you can find another Austin Reeves, maybe something better.
Yeah, I think I would do it to get off of Austin Reeves before we got to pay him this money. Like, it gives the Clippers, a valuable piece to like help build around. I don't think Austin Reeves is anybody's number one, but definitely like a valuable number two. And then, like you said, it's a try year with Kawhi. He coming to the end, and with Austin Reeves, you could probably get a couple pieces or some draft capital or something in that trade and try it for a year. And if it don't work, Braun gone, Kawhi gone, and then you can use whatever you did get from that deal to like truly build around Luka, which was always the plan anyway. But I just don't see Austin Reeves and Luka being a championship duo. Like, I do feel like the Lakers need to get off of Austin Reeves while his value is still as high as it is.
Right. I definitely agree with that. I respect Austin Reeves, man, but
trade high, buy low, trade high.
He need to go.
He got to go.
While he hot.
And that's why Lou Dort can go, bro. Because I look at, like, again, we drafting Cason Wallace. Like, Lou Dort, you can go, bro, because Cason Wallace doing what you do. Like, these guys are expendable pieces. You just hope to draft well or get somebody like us acquiring Jared McCain for free, basically, from the 76ers. Huge for us. I mean, so it's just like, these guys are getting high value and showing that value to where it's like, all right, we can. So with Austin Reeves, like you said, his value pretty high right now. Like you said, they better, before shit start hitting the fan, I would be like, hey, maybe we can get Claude here, but it got to be the right piece. It got to be the right piece if you're trying to win now. But they could just be thinking about, look, we about to make the most money we've ever made. If Braun stay here, this last ride, it's already high as hell in Staples, or not even Staples, or whatever, crypto. It's going to be even higher now. So we'll see. Where y'all think Giannis going? Or where would y'all like to see Giannis?
I want to see him in Milwaukee.
I'm tired of that shit.
I want Milwaukee to be good again, bro. I really do.
Yeah. Hey, Booby, I'm not mad at that. I agree. Like, if I had to choose, I want him to stay there. Just be a lifer, bro. Like, you already won him a championship, bro. You gonna get a statue. I agree with that, bro. But I think it's also just too much, like, up in the air. Like, every year you talking about you or the speculation, not necessarily him talking about it, but he's allowing the speculation to be, is he gonna leave? Is he gonna stay? Like, bro, just lock in and stop getting your brother's contracts, and then we can build something around you, bro. But as long as
do y'all think, like, the media not be making some shit up, but like, how they really be, y'all, like, how do I really know how Giannis be feeling, or do they just be speculating? Like, this is just in general with a lot of shit. Like, I just feel like Giannis will come out as the type to, like, I feel like he only communicates with his brothers, and that's it, bro. He don't talk to nobody else but them. So, like, they may know how he feel, but like, every year, every time the Bucks get to struggling, Giannis, and it's your contract year for Giannis, is whether Giannis is happy or not, and he always ends up going back to Milwaukee, to y'all point. So he may as well do that again, bro. But I feel like the media be goddamn just playing clickbait games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I do feel like sometimes with Giannis in particular, I do feel like sometimes he's unhappy, especially this past year when they were really bad. Like I feel like he's such a great player. Like he really wants to win. He really wants to compete. You can see how he compete in the All-Star game. Like he the one going the hardest. They saying everybody want him on the team because they know he gonna play the hardest. You know.
True.
So like I think the Bucks struggles have kind of bothered him a little bit. But I do definitely feel where you come from the standpoint of, the media be cooking up some shit sometimes just for some clickbait. But yeah, with Giannis too, man, I just feel like he's such a good player and he's like such a high level player. Like I don't even really want to see him join up with anybody, bro. I like the championship that he won. Very respectable championship. Very respectable championship.
Yeah.
And that closeout game, he had what, like 55
or 50. Yeah, 50 piece. Went to Chick-fil-A, got a 50-piece nugget the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That was one of the more impressive championships.
That was against Phoenix, right?
Yeah, Phoenix. And Phoenix had a good team that year.
Good team. Chris Paul.
They was down 2-0.
Yeah.
They was down 2-0, won 4 straight.
Right. They won 4 straight? Damn.
4 straight, bro.
Yeah. No, that was a very impressive championship by him. And just circling back, like I feel like that's just more of the reason why I just want him to just find a little bit more success in Milwaukee because he's been to the mountaintop with that Milwaukee Bucks team. You know what I'm saying? With that organization. So
do you trust him now though, if you're honest? Do you trust him? Like
I think that's it though, T. I think he has a more quarrel with the organization based on certain moves, whether it be personnel, like they had a championship team, then you let Drew go. Then you let a guy like PJ Tucker go. Like you have those key pieces that are stars in their role, and you let those players go, and then you try to make things box office, like get a Dame brought on the team, or you got Adrian Griffin who is coaching well with this team, and then you fire him and bring Doc Rivers in, which again is like I don't know what organization seeing Doc Rivers. But like again, it's more so doing things for the media or trying to appease to like, the world rather than your star player who has made it clear like he wants to win. He wants a winning team around him.
And you build around that, bro. Like that's like what the Spurs will do with Wemby. Like we don't know who their second best player is. It's just a bunch of good basketball players, like you said. So y'all's point, he needs the right pieces around him, and I feel like, and they haven't done a good job since the championship. What they didn't do is kind of what we're saying the Lakers need to do is they should have sold Chris Middleton when his stock was high. Chris Middleton played good, but I don't think he was the guy to kind of, all right, it's kind of one of them things like, hey, appreciate you, bro, but what I'm saying, we're going to trade you. You're going to get paid wherever you go, because you just won a championship, but I don't see this working out long term. I never got that vibe with Chris. Again, Drew Holiday was a vital third piece of that group. But relying on Chris Middleton to be your secondary scorer and whatnot, I just think they should have traded him. In the business of basketball, bro, you gotta stay relevant. Staying relevant, and then realizing like this is what's being done around the league. We gotta adapt to this. Like I said, you got your piece in Giannis. We got to build the right pieces around it. So I feel like if they don't make any offseason moves, I think this is a contract year because I think I seen the Warriors are going to be aggressive to get him. The Heat are going to be aggressive, man. But if he go to Golden State, bro, oh my god,
shit, they saying OKC got the assets to get him.
I saw that earlier today.
Obviously.
No, we really do, bro. And I ain't gonna cap. I'll
That's
risk
nasty.
it all, bro. I'll risk it
That's
all.
nasty.
Every pick, we have AJ Mitchell. We can have JDub, Lou Dort. Man, we got a lot, bro. We got a lot, and we know how to draft well. So like, we ain't scared. We ain't scared of no draft pick, bro.
I don't want to see that man in no Thunder jersey, man. That's nasty.
It do look disgusting, bro. But from a fan standpoint, like, yeah, Giannis in OKC, bro. He ain't gonna be happy though, bro. That nigga gonna be sad, man. I feel like he got to be happy to play good. Jeff T be talking about bro all the time, man. That when his brothers wasn't around, he just wasn't playing the same.
Yeah.
We can't afford two expendable contracts with the Nassus and what's the other one?
Yeah. Alex, I think, is the
Alex,
other one.
yeah.
Alex, yep. Well, I tell you. But yeah, man, just kind of segue into the next topic. You know, got Father's Day coming up. It's like 3 weeks away, something like that. Let's.
Booby, you can tell the truth. Me and Miles ain't even know the date, bro.
Let's go.
We two dads. We didn't even know the date, bro. Jay had to remind us.
Jay definitely reminded us, bro. Like that's the craziest thing. Shit, I didn't.
I was trying to figure out what my brothers wanted for Father's Day, man. These niggas ain't even know.
I know it's in June. I
had no idea. Why is it like that though? Like, why is it like that? Like, dads really don't be known.
Bro, I seen a video, bro. It was just like, I'm gonna tell y'all how much dads are underappreciated. So the dude was like, Father's Day is the 20th most celebrated holiday of all the holidays, right? Mother's Day, I think, was number 2. But then he was like Arbor Day. It was celebrated more than Father's Day. Like he was just going on about. He was like, "This is fact, like put up this whatever, bro." But yeah, it's a lot of holidays that ranks higher than Father's Day, bro. Which is crazy to think about.
That's wild, man. That's wild. We gotta change that, man. We gotta change that. Mariah, if you listening, you gotta go all out this year. All out. I've been talking. I think who was I talking? I was talking to Justin Wilson. Shout out my boy Justin Wilson, our dog.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's these Pradas, bro. I want a pair of Pradas so bad. Mariah, if you listening to this for Father's Day, I want a pair of Pradas, black and white Pradas. I know they might be a little expensive, but that would make my Father's Day. If you can have a pair of Pradas at the doorstep and I can just walk outside and just see the box, I want to pick them up and put them on my feet.
She gotta do it, man. Latrice, no pressure.
Shoot your shot, my boy. Shoot for the stars,
man. Knowing Mariah, she'll find a way to get them for free. Know how she operate. If you know, you
facts. Know. That's facts. She will finesse.
If you know, you know. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Y'all crazy,
yeah, man. Father's Day on the way, bro. It's a cool holiday, man. I told Ashley on Saturday, I said I don't want to see my kids. On Sunday, I said I can see the kids. She was like, "What's the purpose of the holiday?" I said to do what I want to do. I said so. I want you Saturday. The boys, we'll hang out on Sunday.
Hey, Teej, I know one thing. That Blackstone gonna be fired up, boy.
Yeah, bro. But she said she gonna cook me some hibachi, man. So I'm chilling on the deck.
True.
She gonna cook it on the Blackstone?
Yeah. She said she want to cook it on the Blackstone. Man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna follow up. Man.
All right.
I'm gonna let y'all know make it happen. I trust her, man. My baby can cook, bro. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna do her thing, bro.
No, that's real.
All right, now we're gonna circle back to this.
Yeah. Baby, I don't want no Pradas. I just want some hibachi. That's all I want. I just want some hibachi.
I want the Pradas.
Miles said, put the ticket in. I want them.
I'm tired of being humble. Every Father's Day, boy, I'm humble, boy.
Hey, what you get? Socks, a tie? What you get?
Yeah, underwear. I got enough draws. Like, come on,
bro. Been to that for 4 years, man.
I'm already feeling like a vet in this Father's Day stuff.
No cap, bro. God,
for real,
I got another one on the way. God damn, boy.
You get little drawings from your kids, your little hand drawings or little scribbles or whatever you got to put on the fridge.
We going all out for Father's Day this year, man. Ladies, if you are listening to this pod, go all out for your man.
Yeah, 2026 is the year of the Pradas.
And they ain't even got to be him. If they take care of your kids and they your baby daddy ain't together, bro, look out for bro. Look out for him, man.
Show love, man.
Y'all,
show love.
we get shitted on a lot, man. Show some love to the real ones, man. Show some love to the real ones.
Come on now. Fact. Father's Day is the 20th most celebrated holiday out of all the holidays.
Change it.
Come on,
Change
man.
it.
Yeah, not favorite, celebrated. Like, so come on, man.
Hey, Teej, you said Arbor Day? I don't even know what the hell that
Bro,
is,
yeah, I
bro.
wish I
What
could
is
find that.
that?
It's something with trees, bro. Something with trees, real talk. I wish I could find that video, bro. But I don't, bro, was just like, that was a caption that drew my attention, bro. And I was weak, bro. I was like, bro, that shit is crazy, bro. They
Hey,
celebrating Arbor Day more than Father's Day.
to be fair, we got two fathers on the pod, and them niggas didn't know when Father's Day was, bro. So you can't even blame
Bro,
people.
we be locked in, man. We be locked in, bro.
Nah, facts, man. But yeah, man. Dang, about to hit the hour point, man. Anything else we need to talk about? Anything else we need to discuss?
Bro, y'all
Man,
want to
look,
hear a funny? Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to bring this up. Maybe I should have brought it up a little earlier. But we talked about media and media speculation. I want to address some media that don't be getting addressed or don't be getting talked about. Like I feel like in a way it should be. I think there's a lot of friendships and relationships in the media or whatever. So it'd be a lot of sugarcoating going on. But I feel like a couple of people need to be called out, man. One person is Stephen A. Smith.
What he
Stephen A.
say?
I don't know if you ever gonna hear this, but I hope you do, nigga. You need to be called out because the way that he be on First Take and then his own podcast
Mm-hmm.
and then be going on other people's shows, like he like Bron said, he did a little Taylor Swift tour or whatever, like talking about the whole thing. And I wanted to address that when he brought that up, but like for one, bro, you can't question a man's fatherhood. Now that we on the topic of Father's Day, you question that man's fatherhood and his decision making based on what his son wanted to do or what he wanted for his son. And it's not like Bronny came out and opposed to it, and maybe he felt pressured or whatever the case may be. But I feel like to reference LeBron James as a father and tell him he's making a wrong decision. Again, I'm not a father, but I could only imagine, and I would imagine for you two as well. If somebody told y'all how y'all were raising y'all children and decisions y'all were making that you felt were to the benefit of your own child, if another man was questioning that national, like on national TV,
Right.
let alone like in private, I feel like you would have an issue with it. I know if I was a father and that was me, I would have an issue with it.
Yeah, he
Definitely.
out of pocket, man. He out of pocket. He out of
Out of
pocket, man.
pocket, bro. But then for what I really have a problem with is then he goes on his Taylor Swift run and he's saying like, well, Bron, like he could have came to me in private. Like Rich Paul knows or like his crew know he could have came to me man to man in private. Like, nah, bro, you talking about me and my son on national TV,
Yeah.
but then you want the respect of me to come to you in private. Like, nah, bro. And then since then, I feel like anytime somebody's taking a shot at him, like just the way that he going about it, bro, I feel
Yeah.
like
Bro
it's
be talking
gotten
crazy.
he be talking crazy, bro, and I'm like, bro, you are a professional gossiper. Like, let's be clear about what your job is. Like, people talk about you the way that they talk about you because of the job. You're great at what you do. You're great at the job that you do. But like, let's cut the tough guy act, bro. Let's stop acting like you one of them ones, bro. Like you're
Man,
good
but
at talking for a
you
living.
know how old heads are, bro. Old heads, they get to an age they feel like they can say and do whatever they want because ain't nobody gonna touch them, bro. Yeah, I just think
It's nasty,
I
bro.
love this era that we're in of new age media, where especially former players and NBA players are taking like their own initiative, man. Because I can't even think of the last time like I really tapped in the First Take, and it's really sad because there used to be a show that I was really tapped into. Like
Facts.
that's why Shannon Sharp not looking back, bro. He got his own thing
Yeah.
going with Club Shay Shay and Nightcap with Ocho and them, bro. It's just like I'm tapped into those things where it's more positive media, not like again I'm trying to get clickbaits or say shit that I'm guessing or hey these sources say Jaylen Brown, they don't like you in the locker room, bro. Come
That's
on,
what
bro.
I'm saying,
Like,
bro.
bro,
Like,
either you gonna tell me who's saying this or not. Like, don't tiptoe around who liking whether like you just talking now, bro. But
and
old
what are
head
you
energy, bro.
doing, bro? Like that was the next thing I was gonna bring up. The Jaylen Brown stuff. Like, if you're gonna bring it up, say it. Like, don't threaten me with what you are going to say or what you could say. Like,
Do you
bro, say
really
it.
want me to say what they've been saying about you in Boston?
If
Do
you got
you
the
really
ammo,
want
bro,
me to say
say
that?
it. And then to bring up like that's like y'all saying or somebody saying to me, Teej and Miles ain't had you on a podcast. That don't make me any less of a brother to y'all based on the private conversations we have, or like I'm still as close to y'all whether I'm on a podcast or not. There's people that haven't been on y'all podcast that I'm sure y'all are both super close to. That don't make y'all any less like close to that person or like
Right.
have the relationship that you do genuinely have. But to say like Jason Tatum been on First Take, but he ain't been on your Twitch. Like, what we doing, bro?
That's a reach, bro.
What
That's a
we
reach.
Like,
doing?
bro,
And he
grow
know
up,
that's a
bro.
reach. Like he know that's a reach. You know you over here reaching for something that ain't even there. Like stop doing that, man. Like, and that's the issue. I think that's the main issue. Like Stephen
Yeah,
A. I used to be a super fan of his, bro, for real. Like y'all said, used to watch First Take
yeah,
religiously. Like I always should tap into First Take. Now it's like, man, I don't even watch that shit no more, bro. I'd much rather watch somebody actually telling their story.
yeah. There's
Like
drama on there, bro.
yeah. And I feel like,
There's drama.
we kind of
They
too
desperate. They had brought Skip Bayless back for an episode. I'm like, bro, y'all desperate, bro. Then they be
Hey,
having
that's
Cameron on there now. I'm just like, bro,
yeah.
y'all fiending, bro. And,
That's another one.
he had a great run, bro. He had a great
That's
run.
that's another one, Teach. So the other thing, Stephen A. always be like, I've had the number one show for X amount of years, bro. We not watching you no more, bro. Like, for all we know, it could be bots watching First Take. We don't know. But Skip Bayless, another one. Like, I'll never forget this. I definitely wanted to bring this up on the pod. When Kawhi went to the Clippers, that entire year, he was playing that ad, Kawhi being the king of LA. He was so hype about Kawhi being possibly the first player to be the finals MVP and win championships for three different franchises. He said that on Undisputed every single day, especially during the playoffs that entire year. And it wasn't until Braun won the championship and was the first player ever with to win three finals MVPs with three different franchises and win three championships with three different franchises that then the narrative switched. I'm just like, bro, like somebody pulled the clips of him going so hard for Kawhi and saying how great of a feat this was going to be and why he should be respected for being the first player to ever do it. And then the person you hate the most in the world does it, and then the narrative completely shifts, bro. Like he never brings it up again. All he talks about is it's a fake championship, it's a bubble championship, whatever the case may be, bro. So I just feel like the media got to be called out for what they be saying, bro, and then how they be following up.
Facts.
You're definitely right, bro. You're definitely right. I was about to say Stephen A. What is Skip Bayless doing right now?
He on
He got
Gilbert
his own pod.
Arenas.
Yeah, he be on Gills, and then he got his own show too, podcast.
Nah. Yeah, I ain't tapped in with him either.
He just trying to show up wherever he can, bro. He trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, he made enough money though. Our first taking stuff. Yeah, he good.
Facts.
Just nobody listening to him no more.
Yeah.
It's gonna be probably Stephen A. Smith's route, the way he going.
Yeah.
Facts. Big facts. Bro gonna end up crashing out for real.
It's that limelight, man. They've been in it so long that once you get into the end, they don't know how to live without it. So they trying to do whatever they can to stay relevant. But this new media regime been pushing through, man. They about to get them boys up out of here.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Shout out to the No Pressure podcast, man. Next up, tune
yes,
in.
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
brother.
I like that, man. I like that. I like that to finish it off, man. Well, bro, Jay, appreciate you coming onto the pod, bro. Man, I know you're a busy man. I know you got a lot of things you got going on, man. We really appreciate you coming on and just sharing this hour with us, bro. Definitely appreciate that, bro, for real.
For sure, man. You know, I love y'all boys, man. I'm available anytime y'all boys need me, man. Go Spurs, go.
Love, Brody, man. Appreciate y'all boys. Knicks and 6.